Alex. Just did a whole bunch of reading, and we're about to do a mission with Charles Dickens. It's probably going to be terrible. Spring-heeled Jack returns to bedevil the good people of London. Stop him. Again? Didn't we do that already? Alright, whatever. It's a sequel. The first one was pretty good, I thought. This one might actually be good. Let's just do a little bit of reading first. I want to read about locations. I'm hoping that the hospital that we were just at is one of the locations. Wow, that's a lot. Let's just read about Covent Garden. Covent Garden. Oh, it wasn't Covent Garden. It was... Let's just read about Charing Cross Station instead. Charing Cross Station. Eleanor Cross, also known as the Cher is the apocryphal origin of the name Charing Cross. The name, I do want to check out Covent Garden after this. We'll read both. I'm hoping that Covent Garden is the one we were just at, which is the hospital, hopefully. Charing Cross. The name derives from the small village of Charing that stood in this spot hundreds of years ago, separating the city of London from Westminster. Since the 18th century, this junction has been considered the exact center of London. In 1554, Sir Thomas Wyatt led a rebellion against Queen Mary after she announced her impending marriage to Philip of Spain. Wyatt's men met Mary's troops in Charing village, and the ensuing battle resulted in the Wyatt surrendering. Oops. Nope, it's not the right one, but we'll read that one anyway. I was trying to scroll down, but there's nothing to scroll, which is good. Charing Cross Station was designed by Sir John Hawkshaw and built in 1864 by the Southeastern Railway, one of the many train stations to spring up in the core of the city, despite being just 2 miles away from the London Bridge. The train line took 4 years to build. A total of 17 bridges and 190 arches stand between Charing Cross and London Bridge. 17 bridges. That's a bridge too far. I don't know if you get that, but that's a reference to a movie called A Bridge Too Far. It's a good movie, I believe, probably. I've never actually watched it. I mean, I think I have watched parts of it. I don't know. It's a famous war film that's supposedly very good. I believe it. The name is a corruption of its original name. Convent Garden is Convent Garden. Oh, it was originally Convent. Now it's Covent, which gives a clue as to the site's original purpose. I'd make that clue more obvious, but I'm worried I'd make a habit out of it. Megalols. I got it. Once a garden belonging to Westminster Abbey, the land was tilled and worked by Benedictine monks until, and that's when it was Convent Garden, I'm sure, until King Henry VIII seized the land in 1536, a consequence of Henry's separation from the Catholic Church. The land was in turn granted to John Russell and the first Earl of Bedford, who showed little interest in the land and left it unattended. Don't tell anyone living in a compact and bijou bayou. Is that in a compact and bayou? Is that right? I don't know. £1,000,000 studio flat that there was a point in time where people didn't give a toss about London real estate. The land stayed in the Russell family unused until the 4th Earl of Bedford inherited the land in 1627. He hired Inigo Jones, cool name, to design and build a piazza on the property. The property, inspired by the piazzas of Italy and the first of its kind in England, was completed in 1631 and remains to this day the very best place in England to go if you want to see men sprayed silver, standing very still and expecting to be paid for it. I know about that. The earliest reference to Covent Garden as a market dates back to 1654. For roughly 16 years, the market that operated where there was an informal organization. Samuel Pepys reports seeing an Italian puppet show in the piazza in 1662, indicating more activities occurred at the Covent Garden at this time than just trade. King Charles II formally granted the Earl of Bedford market rights in 1670, officially allowing the landowner to profit from the businesses that occurred on his property. The Covent Garden Market was moved to a new location south of the Thames in 1874. That was a lot of reading. Let's play. Felt like a lot of reading. I guess it wasn't that much. I'm a little tired. I gotta go out and get cat food.
Thank goodness you're here. Impossible as it may sound,
So
Spring-Heeled Jack has returned. You want me to show you something before the unthinkable happens?
He did say that we'd not seen the last of the Spring-Heeled villain.
There may be more to this than we originally thought.
it's like a whole cult. Yes, that makes sense. My knives are low.
Stop!
Now I'm not supposed to kill him anymore. Now I'm just supposed to tackle him. That's weird. It's like kill him. Now it's like tackle him. Okay, do not touch the ground. I can't touch the ground.
I am a ghost, performing the beats of a devil upon the air. Long have I stalked streets of London. No one is safe from my beastly claws. I am a ghost, a fiend, a terror in the night.
You're great, Jack. So I have to tackle him without touching the ground, which is challenging enough. Oh, I'm still trying to tackle him? He's trying to kill me. This is challenging. Am I supposed to not touch the ground?
Long have I stalked streets of London.
Luckily that didn't count as the ground. Thought it might.
I am a ghost, a fiend, a terror in the night.
He's a ghost. He's the thing in the night. Alright, I'm getting bored. I don't think I've done this before. Either that or I just like gave up and tackled him on the ground. Which seems like it might not be that hard to do. Like if I was to go to the ground right now, I could tackle him pretty easily.
Ghost, a fiend, a terror in the night.
Yeah, I know. You're a ghost, you're a fiend, you're a terror of the night. Maybe this is where I'll finally get him. Nope. I think if he gets to the end, he'll disappear. So if I can just tackle him before that, that'd be great. I did it. I tackled him without touching the ground. Perfect. That was awesome timing. I am not powerful enough to beat him.
No one is safe from my beastly claws. Never comes performing the feats of a devil upon the earth.
Vanished? Impossible.
I did it.
You chap will never die.
That's it. It was challenging. Pretty fun. Not much of a story, obviously.
Well, thanks to you, the Ghost Club's reputation has grown tremendously. We are a beacon of reason in a world beguiled by superstition.
But I believe we have encountered one genuine spirit.
Drinking with Charles Dickens.
Can you be certain?
Charles
That's the
Dickinson.
question. One might surmise that the spirits that haunt us are simply our deepest fears, manifested as apparitions.
Shame. I've always wanted to see a ghost. Or a goblin.
I propose a toast.
Ghosts and Goblins reference.
Ghost Club and the virtuous twins that have aided it, Miss Evie and Mr. Jacob.
Virtuous. You just like getting drunk. That's that.